I've got some bad transfer news. So therefore, just to sort of soften the blow, I'd like to introduce you to our new mascot. You know, we are the Snow Leopards, and, well, this is the closest I've got to a snow leopard. Do you want to say hello, buddy? This is Sunny, one of our rescue cats. He's a very happy boy. We've lost a player. It hurts. There was almost a mutiny in the squad. Let's talk about it. I'm sorry, I woke you up, didn't I? I woke you up to do this. I apologise. You'll get extra food, okay, as payment. Okay? Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back. So, we're into the transfer window. So, we started off the season, by the way, I have discovered that there is no Manager of the Month award because I won all 4 games. I was the only team to win all 4 games, and there was no Manager of the Month award. So, the trophy cabinet might be empty a while. Started off amazingly well. Couple of draws, but overall, this was the worst one. Bishkek City, the newly promoted side. They're not bottom of the league, but they're not very good. And we went 1-0 up, and then we fell apart, which was really, really annoying. But after we started the season, 4 games, we're loving life. Top of the league, maximum points. Go on then, you cheeky bitch. Herbal, our right back, decided it was time to announce that he wanted to move to a bigger club. He was captain, so I was like, I'm using the classic, Guy, mate, you're such an influential player. And they always go, not really. Oh, go on then, I'll stay. No, none of that. He's like, no. And he is right. He is right. Okay, but that's irrelevant. I still hate him, and I want him to, fall in front of a car. But I wanted to keep him. I was like, come on, you influential player? He's like, no, don't want any of that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He's still got like a year and a half left on his contract. Gonna keep him. And then 10 players came to me. The classic, why do you want to keep him? He's, when he clearly wants to leave, you should let him go, which I just don't think it happens that regularly in football. Like, if Mo Salah, maybe not this season, maybe a bad example. Last season, 3 seasons ago, whatever, Mo Salah's like, want to go to Real Madrid. Do you think 10 of the Liverpool players are like, sell him, go sell him? So I tried to calm them down. They were not happy. I was like, do you want us to lose our best players? They were not happy. So morale took a massive, such a good start. So early in the season, morale took a massive blow. And I'm like, I'm just going to play him through it. Sometimes you can just keep playing a player for a while. When the interest maybe settles down, they go, like, he's happy to stay. That's what I was hoping for. Which didn't happen. And then we came to the transfer window, and he announced that he was going to run down his contract in an effort to force me to set. And I was like, we're a small club, we don't have any money. I can't really afford that to happen. And we'd had a 55k bid, which for us is like a fair chunk of money, which I'd already turned down. But then the players were unhappy again. I'm fighting a losing battle here. He's got a year left now, so if we're just going to lose money, and if he's not going to play well anyway, what's the point? Almost the worst thing about this is who he went to. If you've been paying attention so far this save, you'll know where he went to. He's gone fucking Dordoy, hasn't he? He's gone to Dordoy. We did get 100,000 for him. And plus about another 20 grand, $2,000 every time he plays for 10 games or something like that. So it's a fair old, for us, a fair old chunk of money. However, he is, for our level, exceptional player. He's got 3 caps now. He's never, and I think this is more of a role thing, I've got to be honest, I think the wing-backs just struggle. And the way we're playing a little bit, this sort of low-block counter-attacky, it just doesn't do good for ratings. Like, all my centre-backs are getting an averaging 6.7, 6.8 at best. No matter what happens, both wing-backs, just doesn't matter who plays, it just seems to be, even though we're doing all right, we're sitting 3rd in the league. We are sitting in a lovely spot, only 4 points off the top. Thankfully, Muras, champions last season, are on 8 points. By the way, Dordoy, 9th in the league. Just saying. Also, just because this is one of the few things that makes me feel good about this club. Salary per annum, boom, bottom, by 80 grand. Yeah. By 80,000, we are bottom. So we are milking this club for all it's worth. So we have signed his replacement for a massive £10,000, Prince Fatsawo, a.k.a. Why don't you all... Prince Fatty. 10 grand. Pretty damn good. Considering who I can attract, he's not much of a downgrade, and he's only 19. He's from Togo. He's got 421 caps. And he's only on 200 quid a week. It took me ages to scout players. People just don't want to play. I went in the transfer window. I've gone in for 5 players. This was the 5th. The other 4, as soon as I went in for them, classic FM. Every other club goes in through, and they chose somebody else. So, but yeah, if I didn't go in for them, they probably wouldn't have gone, which is always a fun thing. So, it's as good as I could have hoped for, and it's another very, very, very good youngster. So, that's fine. And also, we've got Azabekov, who's a pretty good player. It's one of our strongest positions. So, it's more that he was one of our own. He came through our youth ranks, and he was great. And it's gone to Dordoy. Dordoy is just the actual, a shitty cherry on top of a pooey cake. So, anyway, Malenga. News on Malenga. He's been fine. He's 3 goals, 3 assists. I think he's sitting on about 3 XG. He's never going to be a deadly finisher. That's one of the things he's lacking in. I was hoping for maybe a couple more assists. I don't need him to score all the goals. We've got our big target man for that. We've got a number 10 for that. I just like to see him do a little bit more in the link-up play. I would really wish... Is there an expected assists? Yeah, so he's got 1.7, which is 3 assists from 1.7. I think 1 or 2 of those are from corners. He just needs to do a little bit more for me. As for the other players, Copytin's flying. I knew he would. He's just built for non-league, isn't he? He is just built for it. He's pretty pacey for this level. Amazing in the air. Still only 18. He's our next great hope. I've just managed to get into a 3-year contract as well, which is really, really, really nice. We have also had injuries. Kwabalov is gone. Has been out for most of the season. Hamasu's been out for a long time as well. Imarov's been out for a while. Imarov's our new captain. But he's had a pretty shocking season, to be fair. But he's back from injury. We've had this big break as well. As I said, the centre-back's averaging 6.74, 6.77, 6.77, 6.73 and 6.7. Incredibly consistently below average. Manley has played a 6.65 because the goalkeeper's been injured. Hotra's just back from injury as well. I did try and sign a new goalkeeper that was absolutely spicy, but he chose somebody else. But Hotra can come back in. Prince Fatty's going to get his debut. Levkovets is doing really well, having a solid season. Kenny Bekov, as the box-to-box, is just not quite doing it, but it's very hard to get players at this level that can play. I want somebody that's all good at defending, but also good at attacking. I want everything in a player. Hard to get at this level. Although I am in for a little South Korean that I think I'm going to sort of spoil me. It's a lot of wages. It's like £1,000 a week. But he's just a little bit more attacky. And I need somebody that can come in. He's got 1 cap for South Korea as well. So I'm sure somebody will bid for him and we don't get him anymore. But he's 10k, so maybe price him out of the market. So overall, delighted with how the season's been going. We've got to replace Hotra at the end of the season. I think he's fine. It's going to be hard to replace him, but winner stays on type goalkeeper. Get another one that they can battle it out together. We do have this guy. Daniel Kudarenko. Now, when I show you his attributes, I want you, if you can, block out the left 2/3 of the screen and just look for when he comes up. Just look at his physicals. Right? Oh, that's porn! Look at it. Look, and then you. I've never seen such a what. Like, he's just an athlete, isn't he? He's just an absolute athlete. I don't know whether to give it. Like, if I think I had a wing, I'd just stick him out there. He's a striker but can't finish and has no anticipation's a little bit low. Composure's terrible. Finishing is terrible. Can't head it, but can jump, but can't head it at all. Got pace, can't cross it. Can pass a little bit, but don't really have any vision. Like, it's such a weird player. I don't know whether to give him a go or not. It might be a... If we get a bit desperate, we might just give him a go. We have had youth intake preview, and it's rubbish again, which is really annoying at this level. You hope to see a decent youth intake, just because the level of the players isn't that good. So you think, even if you don't have a good setup, you might get lucky and get a couple that can. But no, not for us. Right, let's do this. Our last game was a while ago. But we are... they're in 14th. Let's show them why we're 8th in the form table. Okay. The Bishkek one was a real kick in the testes. Right, let's keep an eye on Prince Fatty. I definitely think there is work that needs to be done on the rating system for Football Manager. And that's been the case for a number of years. I think... 2 minutes in, lads. 2 minutes in. For years, DMs got underrated. They didn't get enough good ratings for making a tackle or interception or screening or whatever it is. Go on, Imrov. Go on. Oh, a little floaty header. And I just think I think it's a vital part of the game. It's the unless you're one of those people that goes deep into statistics and goes through all of them in each game, and you're looking to see exactly how they played. So most of us regular idiots rely on ratings, as you'd expect, to see how well a guy did. There's mitigating circumstances. The fact that a striker might get a bad rating because they never got the ball. Like, you're under the cosh, you've got 26% possession and they've only touched the ball 3 times. So by default, they just get a bad rating. When, he didn't actually play bad. Oh, he lays it off. Oh! Could not Copyton not turned and shot there? Okay. Alright, okay, we've improved after conceding another early goal. I just think there's a lot of work a lot of tweaking that needs to be done with the rating system. Right. Come on, boys. And you'll watch it. Like, if you see your goalkeeper save a penalty, you can watch in real time as it goes up 0.3 or 0.4 or whatever. Get out to him. No. And sometimes you'll see a guy make a really good tackle and then lay it off really nice. And nothing happens. Like, amazing tackle and he gets 0.1. And it's like, well, no, actually, the goal's like 0.5. Like, what a really good tackle should be 0.2. A game-saving tackle. Or a defender will make a really bad mistake and it doesn't change the ratings. And it's like, because the game didn't see it as his fault. I definitely think that is something that needs to be addressed. Maybe in a patch. Right, I have developed a new tactic. I never save my tactics, right? I build a tactic and then once I'm happy with it, I'll name it. So we've got this version, which is just slightly more attacking. In possession, these guys are moving up. This guy goes to a centre forward and these go to attacking and they start pressing a bit more and we just move up a little bit more. But Malengo, I don't like playing as that because he can't finish. So that's when an Isaacov is good and we need to give game time to as well. So let's see this second half. See, I forgot to make it attacking though. So come on. They're 14th in the form table, people. I was tempted. Dordoy were offering like 30% sell-on or profit sell-on. But I'm not sure if he's like a breakout star that's suddenly going to go to Porto or something like that. I don't think he's that good. That he's going to go to... Who is it? Bondi Ranks. That he's going to go to one of those big teams. So I was like, no, just give me the cash. Give me the cash up front. Fatty's playing a 6.19. We do have another right back. He's disenchanted. Excellent. He's tired as well. So let's and we need the fresh legs for the role. Okay. Everybody's playing bad, apart from Hotra, who's also anxious. And Malenga seems to suffer from anxiety as well, which is a slight issue. He seems to get anxious in quite a lot of games. Set piece FC. Oh, Imarov. He's looked bright. He's been out for a while. Fire him up. Another set piece. Come on, Kopitin. He's waiting for it. He wants to attack this. Put it up. Missed it. Kopitin! Oh, it's a bicycle kick from the big man. Okay, another highlight. Let's go. Deal with it, Beckers. There we go. There we go. Beckers launches one forward. Isaacov chests it down. Lovely first touch. Really good save from Batty Beckhoff. Okay, they're hanging on a bit here. Come on. Don't really want to change it. We're absolutely on top at the moment. Come on. Still winnable. Still winnable. I'm going very attacking. I still think we can get 2 goals. It's looking less likely now. Let me shout at my team, please, game. God, imagine if... Would Arteta be half the manager if he could only talk to his team every 15 minutes? Because he's a chatty boy, isn't he? Right, where's the press, lads? Where's the press? There it is. Oh, pounces Imarov. Threads it through. Kopitin. Slide it across. Dinks it this time. It's onside. Isaacov. There we go. Get the ball. Nice. There's a whiff of offside there because he made the run a little bit early. Imarov just pounces. He's like ready and goes. Decent ball through. Kopitin takes the touch. Has a little look. Dinks it with some high sideways header. Isaacov gets his second of the season. That's a good thing with Malenga as well. If he's having an off day or needs to change the role, Isaacov is a very good backup to have. Like he could be starting if we didn't have Malenga. Come on. Oh, goal. Oh, we're due. We've had a few corners. Hit it. Isaacov. Really? You didn't want to take a touch there? When you were clear, you've got the ball rolled into you and there's nobody within 8 yards and you're in the fucking 6-yard box? Is that Sokichenko that just did that? Oh. Should have won it in the end there. Okay, decent comeback. Prince Fatty. He had a debut, didn't he? He was there. We saw him. He played football. How much is this? This guy's going to want a lot of money. But we are so far under our wage budget, I think, at the moment. And I've moved a little bit about as well. We're 3,400, which for us is mad. I'm thinking of just sending it with him. I don't think he's, like, exceptional. But it would be lovely to have somebody else in the DM role as a box-to-box that's a bit more potent. Yeah, I'll give you $5,000 if we qualify for the Champions League too. No, yeah. You can have that. 2 years. He's only 27. Oh, come on. Negotiate with me here, buddy. Let's round you some... Look, if you get assist or a goal, you can have 100 quid. I don't really want to pay 1,400. Okay, you're not... So you're not moving here. This is the problem. $5,000. You win the cup, you can have £5,000. Come on. Come on. You can have 20% of the sell-on fee. Okay. I'm just going to say, stop being a bitch. Okay. Press the bitch button, and he took it. It's a lot of money, but, you know, I just made £100 for the club, all right? You know, that's dug us out of financial misery for, like, at least 2 weeks, I reckon we'll get before we go back into the red. Right, there we go, my friends. We are done. I still think we can get top. I don't even know what positions get Europe. I don't know what to say when it's... Bondi Ranks is out for 3 months. Okay. Copy tin. Yep, let's ignore his debut. How do we see? How do we see now? How do we see? Because there's no colours. Okay, so just one Asia Cup Champions League 2. Is that so? You have to win the league. Simple as that. There's no like, oh, but if they won the Champions League 2, which is Europa League equivalent, right? Yeah, nay, let me know. Okay, win the league. All right, well, that's simple. Right, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.